There you are. Good. How was that? Fun? I hope so. Um, I think that's the one thing I'm missing about not being in class together is really allowing the time um, to see how the exercises. I think that for me is some of the joy of teaching is to allowing the time to see how the exercises affect the work, to see how your concept of the work starts to change as your awareness of your body starts to change, as we start to put language, put um, to identify what it is that we're doing, because it's like learning like having a new power that you're wielding. Like at first it's just this thing that you're doing, you're like making lightning bolts go all over the place, tap 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 tap. But once you start to understand how to craft it, what it means, um, we really can start to play. So I hope you're enjoying your play. Hope you're enjoying your discovery of yourself and the wielding of your craft. Okay. Good. I want us to look a little bit more at. I want us to look at the images um, from the excerpt that I gave you of Lecoq. These drawings are wonderful, but they make very little sense to me before I've actually put them in my body. So let's put them in your body so that we understand what it is they're referring to, and when you after reading it, so you read it, and now you're going to do it. I want you to go over and read it again and see if it makes more sense to you. Yeah. Okay. Let me begin with what we have on page 76, where they got the little stick man of the walking, the undulatory movement, the undulatory positions, and then the eclosion. Ooh. Okay. Okay, you've had your bit of water. That's it. Okay. So let's just we're gonna walk slightly differently to the way we normally do. The way we normally do it with me. And this time it's just going to be an undulation through the foot. Yeah. So we go heel. It's a rolling up of the foot. The heel goes first, and then the ball of the foot, and then the toe, and then you place the heel down again. Very easy, very casual. Then what I start to do is I start to emphasize my knee and emphasize my hips to be able to sell the story a little bit further. To be honest, it's not that far away from what we've been doing, yeah? We've been doing that further back. But we could also... Very nice. Okay, so we're going to walk. And let's allow that walk. So really start to breathe, make your breathing audible, allow a good rising and falling of the chest as you allow this walk to happen. So that first image is just looking at how this undulation is a natural movement. How we are always, the body's always in the process of allowing itself to come forward. So just walk around your section normally, the space that you've marked up for yourself, and then bring it to one. That's it. Very good. The same thing with this. We've been doing. We did in our first online session, and then again last week, I think, where we played with the undulation of the arms, right? But if we really start to expand, we could play. These could become wings. So let's imagine play. Flap those wings, allow yourself to fly, allow yourself to imagine, allow yourself to soar. Zappity poppity poppity boom. Good. Fly, fly, fly. Play, play, play. It's gonna burn. But it'll get stronger by doing. So flap. You can play big flaps when is this necessary versus the little ones when do you just soar. Good. So here there's opportunity to really not worry about the technique so much, but just play. Very nice. They also give the example of the difference between the shark, whose back fin, what is that called? I don't know. Goes side to side, which means that from the side to side propulsion helps it to go in a direction. So if this is my hand is the fin, then the side to side will send its head forward. Yeah. So we have this undulation. That's how it moves forward. If a dolphin, on the other hand, has this up and down, its back fin goes up and down. So there's that up and down pushes it through the water. Same way here. Do we, when there's consider the difference between a side-to-side motion that gets you through space and an up and down motion that gets you through space? Yeah. Good. They allow for different types of character, I suppose. They allow for different types of ways to consider how we move and the intention of those movements and the feel that goes along with that. So play around. Go. Play. Lekker. So playing with your walk, playing with an up and down, playing with the side to side, and don't just allow there to be one way. Again, I want you to push to allow it to gradually build to the extreme. So let's get bigger and bigger. Let's go with the up and down, the dolphin kind of emphasis with a walk. Yeah. Let's allow that up and down movement to get more and more exaggerated. So off you go. You're walking, and it's big. Two is even bigger. So now you're paying attention to what is the feeling of this. 3, even bigger. Keep going. 4, even bigger. 5. There you go. 5. Even bigger with 6. Keep going so I can talk us through it. Consider how the nature of this person has shifted. The rhythm of the person has shifted. It can be the same person, but what they're going through, change. What are we on? 5. 6. There's more. 7. 9. The extreme, the biggest it could possibly be. And 10. 9. Bring it down. 8. 7. Six, five. I mean six, five, four, three, two, rabadibidum, diggy dagga diggy dagga diggy da, one diggity, jabadibidum, rakatiki takatiki takatiki ta. Good. And so zero, we go back to walking as we knew it, yeah, as we started. Boom, chiki dum, ram, tiki dum. Very nice. Let's start to go the other way. What I mean by that is, let's still keep this up and down movement in the walk. And if zeros are normal, I want us to get to -10, which will be almost, which is almost, let's call it standing still. -10 is standing still, but you've got 10 counts to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller to get there. So zero, keep walking. Zero, jump, zero, jump, zero, jump. -1. -2. -3. Got a long way to go. -4. Still keeping the feeling of walking, the sense of going. -5. Halfway there. I'm going to stop now. You keep going because I don't want you to recreate me. I want you to find it in yourself. -6. How do you keep that sense of stillness? In fact, how do you grow it? Grow it smaller. -7. -8. -9. Gorgeous work. It's -10. Oh! But still, even within this, there is a feeling of movement. It never ends. That up-down that initiates this. From -10, let's bring it back to 0. -10. -9. -8. -7. -6. -5. -4. -3. -2. -1. Zero. How's that? I suppose my question is, what do you learn about the character within that? What do you learn about movement through that? What do you learn about space through that? Very nice. Let's have a look at, I'm going to do it much faster this time. Let's have a look at what that shark kind of side to side undulation gives us. Yeah. Interpret as you understand. Yeah. Let's see how your body interprets this, the shark backy tail version. from 0 and you're walking. Tum, 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 tum. And 1. Keep going. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Get bigger, get bigger, get bigger, get bigger, get bigger. 10 is the extreme, is the furthest it can go. Dahaje. 8. Saka taka 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 9 taka zika taparapatika taka tika 10. Push, push, push. I think you cheated me, so go an extra 10% bigger than that. 10. Very nice. And 9. Taka riki taka tiki taka tiki taka 8. Taka raka taka 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 7. Taka 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 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, 1, 0. Let's see what that side to side movement is. Again, the reason why I stop and don't do it with you is because I don't need you to recreate what I'm doing. I want you to discover for yourself what this feels like in your body. Yeah, but I feel stupid. Yeah, I understand. Whoa, this lockdown has gone on too long. Anyway, I get feeling dumb. I feel dumb often here in my room by myself talking at this thing. But again, it's important. You are not. There isn't a way. It's about finding what is your way. How are you interpreting this on your body? How does it make sense on your body? Because your body's the one that's going to use it or not. Yeah. So play, discover. Brilliant. Let's go the other direction. Still with the sharky tail, the sway. Let's see what that does. Start from your 0, from your sway you walk. Zum tikitum, rakatikita. -1. Cha, chi, cha. -2. Cha, chi, cha. -3. Cha, chi, cha. -4. Cha, chi, cha. -5. -6, -7, -8. Ooh, we got there very quickly. Still a long way to go, so now there's going to be a big jump, isn't there? -9, -10. I think there's space for 3 more here, yeah? To get even smaller. -7. Let's imagine the way we are now is now -7. -8, less. Still there though. -9. -10. Beautiful. Oh, that's powerful. To be able to create that sense of forward motion within that stillness is beautiful, and to feel what the difference is between the up and down and the side to side also. Again, consider what moves your characters. So often we misunderstand what we do in mind and physical theatre, thinking that there's only one place that it can live. I use this is how I build my realism characters too, how I build my all of my works. It plays physically and then adds the emotional context stuff that you're doing within the other classes. But depending on the style of work, you can go to the very extremes, to big commedia kind of stuff, to subtle small smaller movements that, just like he says in the reading, to know how far your character can go, or to know what it feels like to go there. It's like learning to do the ballet dancers that learn to do the splits up until there, so that getting it to this point isn't difficult. Good. So Let's look at these four images that he talks about. The ones that go like this: vunk, shunk, 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 vunk, shunk, shunk. But again, you know these. We've been doing this. Da, shunk, di, ja, da. Let me hit them more directly. 1, 2. Oopsie, sorry. Boom, boom. There's the first. There's the second. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, as we've been doing with our undulations. Baraberam. 1. Pelvis forward. 2. Sorry, my head is just looking this way so you can see me. Yeah. 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what they're referring to, keep going here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here you find the counter pulls. The pull of the waist, the hips going back, and the head going forward. Shabby boom. Yeah, that leads to the knees pulling forward, the back pulling up. Yeah, the round of the back pulling up. Very good. The hips drive forward. Boom. That's it. They then level up. Boom. And then back. Boom. So what they're referring to here is the idea of the playing with the ages, is that the young person up and looking to life, who then goes into the phase of adult, mature person in the world, and as they start to age, it brings them to this point, and as they get even older, it brings them here. Oopsie daisy. You with me? Yeah. So allow that cycle to take you from young to mature to maturer to old. Yeah. There you go. Young, adult, maturer, old, young, adult, maturer, old, young, adults, maturer, old. Keep going for a bit. And as you go now, I want you to start to play with the transitions. What is the space in between the one position, the one imagining, and the next? Keep going. Play, discover, have fun. Not doing for me. Looking to discover for yourself. Let's play with making bigger and slowing down so you really can feel the difference. I now want you also to start to allow the imagination to play in, to find the dramatic justification. So, what else can this be besides a life cycle? Just to let your imagination wander. What could this this gestural journey be? Good. Come back to neutral. Very nice. From this neutral position, let's bring the feet closer together so they are almost they are touching. Allow there to be no space in between, so almost like space is pushing down on you. Okay. Allow space to push down on you, and as it pushes down on you, you start to get smaller. Good. So the top half gets smaller and the bottom half gets smaller, and the idea is that they get smaller at the exact same time. Okay. Now, squeeze even smaller. Allow there to be no space for space. Now, what this, the picture at the bottom of that, what the occlusion looks for, is that there is a steady growth, so that the legs and arms are working together. I'm doing quite fast now. Are working together so that my legs don't straighten and my arms still have a way to go, or my arms don't come up and then my legs here. So we're looking to find what is, and it's going to take me some time to get there. So let's find that together. Of how do we open up? That's better. And close, where all the bits of the body are working together at the same time. Now I've landed and I still have space for my arms to go, so I need to find a smoother way through. That's it. And we open. The lower and upper body working together. So my arms have still got long to go. Keep going. We get smaller. And we grow. by now already, keep going, by now already you're starting to see it improve. You're starting to see how you need to shift and adjust so that the body begins to work as one. And it's strenuous, it's tough. I'm going to ask you to push through just a little bit longer. Give me two more of your best, out and in. Beautiful work. Very nice at giving yourself permission, giving yourself the time to discover, where am I and what do I need? This exercise is also wonderful because it does very clearly show you where you're at. You can see my legs are completely locked, got nowhere to go, and my arms still have space to go. It's often where I find myself. Last one. Very nice. Good work. So I'm just flicking through the pages here. I want to get to that later. Let's jump to page, the images on page 83. I'll do the, let's see how we go. Okay, so it has, let me just go through. The climbing has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 images. The first is the stick man with his hands at his side. The next is him with his arms up. Whoop. The next is him with a bit of an arch. Whoop. Oopsie daisy. Squeeze bums, suck tummy in. Very nice. Number 4 is him with his elbows pulled down, so he pulls himself up. Whoop. So watch the undulation there. So we're here, boom, boom. And then we undulate up, oopsie. And then we stick the elbows up, we get our weight over. Image number 2, 4, 5. Alright, that's it. And then we push ourselves so that we are now balanced on the wall. Okay? Let's reverse it. I'm skipping one. What did I skip? Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Elbows down for 4. Elbows up for 5. Push yourself over for 6. And then you're there for 7. Good. Again, now that you've seen it, going with the pictures is easier, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woohoo! 6, 7. 1. That's why I'm not counting the first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Without the counting, I imagine there's no wall. Lower myself down again. From up there to here, to lowering myself down. Here. Here we go. Arms up. Zoom. Hold. Pull yourself up. Yeah, your head's just above the wall here. Hello. Then you need to shift your weight up and over. Yeah, see you there. And you push a little bit further. That's it. To reverse. Yeah, you get your chest. So now your hips are at the top of the wall, right? To reverse, we're now going to bring our chin to the wall, chest to the wall, sorry, our chin to the wall. We're going to lower ourselves, so from here, we're going to lower ourselves down. We're going to let go to get there. Practice. Have fun. Clear? Good. Let me just do the lifting. So again, how many images we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Rhythm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One. Bend over, grab.
Yeah, running in the back here. Tucking the pelvis in.
Drive the pelvis forward as you pick it up. Yeah. Then bending of the knees and shifting of the and undulate through, undulate up into catching it at your chest. Very nice. Then you're going to drive the pelvis forward to allow you to push this thing to get yourself standing up straight. Then we're going to push up. So again, go with another undulation. Send your head, send your chest up and back so the knees come so that you can push up to lock. And up. It can all be done with the same undulation that we started off with. You pick up, bend of the knees, rolling up, pelvis drives forward. Pick up. Yeah, you're halfway. Then you gotta get it. Another undulation to get it up. Up. Another undulation to get it up. Okay. It's not the way, but just so you have an idea of how to work your way through it. What I want you to do is to make an attempt with the bell ringing and the climbing over the gate. You've got enough of the basics to be able to make me an offer for that. Lekker. So, whoop. Now, this is what I want you to go and do now. I want you to play 4 songs for me. First song, you're going to do your climbing. Whoop, whoop. Second song, you're going to do your lifting. Third song, so repetition. That's how we're going to get good at this thing. Number 3, you're going to fight your way through the bell ringing, which I think is going to be gorgeous. And number 4, the climbing over the gate, which also I'm pretty sure you're going to kill. After those 4 songs, yeah, that's first job. After those 4 songs, I'm going to ask you to think about, to go back to your work, your piece, and think about how you can use the undulation or the reverse undulation, undulate, reverse undulate, yeah? So from the ground up and from the top down more, or how are you using it and how can you use it further? What sort of, again, dramatic justification can you make? So first do it technically. So randomly find yourself undulating yourself up or reverse undulating yourself. Play around with the occlusion as well. Of things opening up to find some what. and then find the dramatic justification for that too. Uh, Good. So I did an automatic one there. My body went, and all of a sudden, oh my goodness! You don't have that. That's not the. There is. It's not the response to that body position, right? What is yours? How can you use these things in your work? 4 songs. You're going to go through these four images: the climbing, the lifting, the bell ringing, the climbing over the gate. Then you're gonna go back to your creative play, back to the piece that you're making, back to the work you've been playing with, and you're gonna explore how the undulation, the walks forward, the up and down, the side to side, and as well as how the occlusion can be inserted, can be applied, can be adjusted. Take 4 songs plus 20 minutes. Have fun. Play, and then come back and do the 3rd video.